It's spring and now post-pandemic, which means that local events and fairs are starting to open up. If you are a small business owner, participating in events like business expos, craft fairs, community jamborees, or pop-up farmers markets is a great way to get your business out in front of potential new customers, and for some of you is a wonderful avenue to actually sell your product. Because events require time and resources, you want to be sure that as a small business owner, you are selecting the events that will garner you the most exposure or sales. And because there are so many events to choose from, you also want to be sure that you are selecting the right events for you and your business. In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 questions that you're going to want to ask before deciding to participate in an event. And hey, be sure to stick around to the very end of the video because I have a nice little bonus put together for you. Hi y'all, I'm Vivian Walton, the Seasoned Marketer, and I share marketing tips, tools, and tactics with resourceful business owners. Remember that every week I release a new marketing video, so if you want to stay current and up to date with that, hit that subscribe button or follow me on any one of my other social media accounts. Before you commit to participating in an event, whether that's a business expo, community health fair, or let's say a farmer's market, you want to be sure that the event that you are considering is a good fit for you. Because these events often require a few hours of your time and have a cost associated with them, even if it's just related to your table setup, you're going to want to ask a few questions to ensure that you are appropriately vetting out the events that are going to be worth your time and effort. And trust me, I've been doing this marketing thing for a long time, and I'm not even playing when I tell you that you could probably spend almost every weekend lugging your items around town just because there are so many events to choose from. So here are 5 questions that you need to ask before you commit to participating in an event. And don't forget to watch to the very end of the video because I did put together a bonus for you. Question number 1, is there a fee to participate in this event? The first thing you want to ask up front is if there is any fee associated with participating in this particular event, whether that be a vendor fee, a booth fee, or even a donation. You guys can probably guess that the reason this is the first question you ask is that depending on what your marketing budget is for that year and how much you've kind of allocated for events, there may be some events that are just going to be outside of your scope or outside of your budget. And so this allows you to weed those out really easily, really fast. So I'll give you 2 real life examples. Recently, I was invited to participate in a local community health fair. Now, because this was the first year they were putting on the event, they couldn't tell us how many people they projected to attend. And then additionally, because it was kind of done last minute, they weren't charging any type of fee to participate. It also was done on site at the local community in their pool area, so the cost associated with it wasn't large at all to the organization that was putting the event on. So this event was free for us to participate in. On the other hand, there is a big festival, the Flowertown Festival, that our community hosts every year. This event has been going on for 48 years now. It's very well established, and they can predict about how many people they have coming in year after year. The fee for a booth in this very well-known festival is either $600 or $1,500 for a business, depending on the location of the booth. Now, keep in mind that $1,500 for a corner lot booth does not include the cost of all of the materials, the marketing promotional materials that you're going to have to bring out to set up over the 3-day event. But put a pin in that because we'll talk about that a little more here in a minute. Question number 2, how long has this event been in existence? With Google and Facebook, you can now more than likely find information online about any craft show or fair that you are looking to participate in. But the main reason that you are asking this question is to see if there is other useful information that you can find that would help you identify if this is a good opportunity for you. For example, in the case of the Flowertown Festival, it's been in existence for over 45 years, which means that I should be able to go online and find images of the crowd size year after year. I should also find images or examples of what booth setups look like. So that way I kind of know what I would want to do, or I could just play off of that. Additionally, I should be able to find reviews of what festival goers think about the festival and whether or not they would come back again this year. These are all things that I can piece together and to help me decide whether or not I want to be associated with an event like this. Now, in the case of the community health fair that I was invited to, because it was the first year they were putting the event on, obviously I wasn't going to be able to find anything online about it, which then leads me to question number 3, who was the target audience for this event? For any event that you are considering, you need to specifically ask who the event is for. This question is extremely important because it can help you quickly identify whether or not an event is worth your time and effort. If the people attending the event are not your ideal customer, it is probably not worth your time to participate in this event. For example, let's say that you make custom cutting boards and you want to participate in events where you can sell your cutting boards. You are going to want to gravitate towards events that are encouraging people to spend money and to purchase items on site. Let's say that you have 2 events that you are currently looking at to potentially participate in. One of them is a neighborhood community event that is open to the public and will have jump castles, face paintings, and other kids' activities that will draw families in. Now, that is probably not going to be the best place for you to go out there and sell your cutting boards. So you may be thinking, well, typically where there are children, there are parents, and I can sell my cutting boards to the parents. And yes, while that is true, you also have to consider that when parents are taking children out to these community type events that are geared towards kids, they really are doing it to get out of the house, and it's primarily focused on the activities. Now, if let's say you own an ice cream truck, this would be your ideal event because you're going to have a lot of children running around and you're going to have parents that really are okay dishing out maybe $4 or $5 for a popsicle, but they may not be as willing to dish out $60 for a custom cutting board. If the other event that you're considering is a weekly farmers market in a high-end community, then that is probably going to be a much better fit for you, and you'll probably make more sales on your cutting boards. The reason being, people that are coming out to farmers markets are in that mode where they're looking to spend a little bit of money. The other part of it too is because it is a consistent farmers market, you're probably going to get a more consistent base of people coming from a particular neighborhood. Additionally, it gives you more opportunity to talk one-on-one about your craftsmanship, about these cutting boards, and that is extremely important. So whereas an event with a lot of children running around isn't going to give you the capability to really connect and meet people and talk a little bit more about your product, a high-end farmers market will. Psst. If you're finding these questions useful, let me know by hitting the like button on this video. Okay, let's move on to question number 4. How many people will attend this event? If the event is established, then you'll want to specifically ask how many people attended the event last year. Now, if it's its first year in existence and they don't have that kind of data, then you'll want to ask them how many people they anticipate will be attending this event. There are 2 reasons that you're going to want to ask this question, and yes, it stands to reason that obviously you want to pick events that have a larger attendance. However, you want to be cognizant of the other costs that you're going to incur by potentially participating in this event. Things like marketing material, promotional materials, and how much inventory you'll potentially need to bring out with you that day. Additionally, it will also help you determine if this is an event that you can work by yourself or if you're going to need to include other employees and staff members. If it's a 3-day event like the Flowertown Festival, you're obviously not going to want to do that by yourself all day long. From early morning to late evening, it's like a 12-hour shift every day. You obviously won't be able to man that yourself. So you'll need to have other employees come in and help you either with setup and breakdown or to come in shifts to help take over the table. And so these are all costs that you need to consider before committing to the event. Question number 5, how will you promote this event? Since attendance is a key factor to a successful event, you want to ask the event organizer how they plan on promoting the event to drive people to it. If the event is specific to a neighborhood, what means are they using to inform the residents of that neighborhood? Are they going to put banners out in front of the neighborhood? Are they going to send an email blast out to all of the residents? Are they going to use the Facebook community page to let people know when the event is? If the event is a larger event, let's say like the Flowertown Festival, you can ask them what type of advertising they're going to use to drive local residents into the event. So for example, are they going to use billboards, radio ads, television ads, print material? How are they drumming up business for the vendors that are participating? Asking this question will also help you promote the event if you decide to participate. You can share and repurpose some of the material or promotional material that they're putting out there for the event on your social media platforms and also perhaps through your own email list. All right, so those are the 5 questions you need to be asking before you decide to participate in any event. But listen, I have a bonus for you. If you found these 5 questions useful and you would like an additional 5 questions that I think will help you decide whether an event is worth your time and effort, go to the link below. There I have uploaded for you a freebie that not only includes these 5 questions we reviewed today, but the other ones that I highly recommend that you be asking as well. So go check that out. Thanks again, guys, for tuning in to another Monday Marketing Minute. I'll catch you next week, same time and place.